All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Megalobox, Season 2, Episode 10. Challenge.
Yes. Joe and Mac in the ring.
Yep.
You're getting your wish, dude. I think it's going to happen now.
But, oh man, I can't be happy about this.
I can't be happy about it either.
Like, this is what I figured was going to happen, but the guy got to Mac. That little piece of shit.
Yep.
Now we're going to actually, like, no one wins in this fight. Like,
no, the main way that they can make it be a way in which both of them win, though, is they could literally Hunger Games this shit. And, like, he stops the fight. Like, Mac, like, sees what he's doing and, like, stops the fight.
Yeah. Right. Like, if anything, hopefully this is the way that it gets brought to light. You know? But hopefully that's not done at the expense of Joe's life.
Or someone.
Like Mac, so,
but okay, I would love to see Yuri and Joe working together again.
Yep, that
could be
awesome.
Really good. I would also love to see things go in a direction where it's not about like, Yuri wants vengeance against Mac for Edison or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's something where this is something where maybe Yukiko, Yuri. Even her brother Mikio, we can have everybody basically band together to make this fight, if it happens, something where things change for the better.
Yep. But
yeah, that's where we're at. I think we're gonna spend a little bit more time on the training side of things here,
probably,
and maybe building up a little bit more about what Joe's plan is moving forward. Given that he's kind of established a form of equilibrium, I would say, outside of his relationship with Sachio.
They survived the typhoon. The gym's still up. Yep. Cool. Awesome. But you weren't even really in a position to fight Edison.
Nope.
And you're going to probably be fighting Max. So you got to really train hard, dude.
Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, Roscoe is choosing him.
Yeah.
Trying to build up that story. Oh, they haven't made the offer. Okay. Wait, did Roscoe choose him or did the champ choose him?
Yeah.
メガロボックスを愛するすべての人にとってギアレス女王は特別な存在ですからね。彼と同じリングに立ちたいというマックの希望に応えることが僕にできるせめてもの恩返しだと思ってるんです。
すげえだろジョー。試合やるよな。そん時は俺に独占取材させてくれよ。
何かの間違いじゃねえのか。
はあ？さっき聞いたろ。こいつはロスコからの正式な発表なんだよ。
Yeah, man, come on. You got nothing to prove.
Nope.
たくましに感謝しなければな。彼は絶えず新しい話題を生み出す。
Now I have to remember his
name. Yeah.
私はこの際、ロスコとの提携を見直すべきだと考えます。
Alright.
私も浅本室長と同意見です。軍事転用を目指す企業とは相入れません。
つまり、提携を解消するということですか？
はい。
バカな。ロスコなしでは我が社の企業価値は半減しますよ。かつてあなたの独断でギアの軍用化を拒否し、軍との契約を失って経営危機に陥ったロスコとの提携がなければ、今頃白戸はどうなっていたか。まさかお忘れじゃありませんよね。
ですがこのタイミングでジョーを引っ張り出してきたということは、佐久間氏もあの論文に焦っているのかもしれません。
Yeah.
Okay.
今こちらに打つ手立てはない。
白戸先生が発表された当社のベスに関するあの論文。まあ、あれは論文というより SF 小説と言うべきものですが、会社として速やかな撤回を要求します。
応じなければ
法的措置を取らざるを得ません。
もう5年になるのか。君はギア工学概論のレポートにこう書いていた。機械は必ず壊れる。開発者は常に壊れた時のことを想定しなければならない。機械は必ず壊れる。ベスだって例外じゃないはずだ。
Damn.
まさか先生が私のことを覚えていらしたなんて。
この大学に来て初めて受け持った講義だったから。
Wow.
Okay.
失礼します。
Hey.
竜のことをずっと気になってたんだ。話せてよかったよ。
リングの上で起こったことだ。あんたが気に病むことじゃない。
Yeah, yeah.
頭じゃ分かってるが、ここは分からずやでね。妻のマヤと息子のミゲルだ。この子は奇跡の子なんだ。大きな病を抱えて生まれてきたが、それを乗り越えてくれた。息子の笑顔が見たくてリングに上がってるんだ。
なんで俺なんだ。
あんたはずっと俺のチャンピオンなんだ。
Okay.
俺は今もまだあんたが見せてくれた夢の続きを生きてる。俺との試合、いい返事を待ってるよ。
あいつも俺と同じだ。ギアレス・ジョーとやることで自分が本物だってことをリングの上で確かめたいんだ。
まだ決めたわけじゃない。
あんたはやるさ。マックから逃げて俺と戦おうなんて俺に失礼だからな。気をつけろよジョー。マックはただものじゃない。
おっさんと約束したんだ。俺はここで戦う。終わりじゃねえ。終われねえんだよ。頼むよ。頼むから。
Jeez, hitting us with the music.
All right. Yeah.
お前が竜との試合を受けたのは南部さんの治療費のためじゃなかった。何も終わっちゃいないってことを証明したかった。
Yeah.
そいつがおっさんがいなくなった後の希望の明かりになる。そう思いたかったんだ。その結果どうなった？
How'd that work out for you? Yeah.
何があってもここに留まるべきだったんだ。万が一にもう一度明かりを灯すためにマックと戦うという。
Yeah, you'll lose.
それは思い上がりだ。
Yeah.
5年前と同じことをまた繰り返すのか。ある男と出会ったんだ。
あんたはずっと
No,
俺た
Chief.
ちのチャンピオンだ。俺はこれか
All
ら
right.
Continue dreaming. Yep.
夢の続きを見続ける。
Yep. Exactly like Mac. Yep.
マックは似てるんだ。
Yep.
その男に
Said the exact same words. Yeah. Imagine Aragaki and Yuri in the corner.
Yep.
With
Would be freaking
Joe.
awesome.
Oh my god.
チーム万が一の代理としてジョーさんの意見
Oh, nice. Okay.
私に連絡がありました。試合はエキシビションマッチで
Exhibition match, right? Of course.
2ヶ月後だそう。
2 months. Okay, good. Plenty of time.
あの試合を見ただろう。お前が勝てる相手じゃない。竜の敵討ちのつもりか。お前のそのうぬぼれたヒロイズムにはうんざりだ。
Good. Making sure that it's not that. No, this is good, Yuri. Yeah.
そうじゃねえよ。
Good. Yeah. Now convince him, Joe.
俺は俺のために戦ってきた。今までもこれからもな。
勝手にしろ。
Oh, he's not going to support him because of this choice. Wow.
Okay.
だからユーリさん、あいつについてやって。
Yeah. We all are.
大丈夫です。あいつは俺に負けてからずっと一人で苦しんできました。その呪いを解けるのは
Come on.
ジョーはもう関係ない。俺がメガロボックスの世界に戻ったのはお前がいたからだ。
だからいつまでも責任感じてるってわけですか。
Oh, the music this episode has been so good.
Yep.
自分で選んだからです。忘れないでください、ユーリさん。
Yeah.
あなたが俺を選んだんじゃない。
I
Yeah.
chose you.
俺があなたを選んだんです。俺はもっと遠くへ行きたいんだ。あんたよりも、ジョーよりも。だから教えてくれよ。本物のメガロボックスってやつ。
だったら教えてくれよ。
All the way back then.
Wow.
本物のメガロボッ
What
クス。
true Megalo boxing is. Yeah.
ユーリさん、ジョーは今あなたを必要としています。
Joe needs you right now too, Sachio. So here he is.
金が欲しいからに決まってんだろ。
いくらだ。すぐに用意してやる。その代わりお前は死ぬまで俺のリングで八百長を演じ続ける。
Oh, damn.
そういう生き方が望みなら今すぐ叶えてやる。
Here's Joe. Yeah. Let's go.
ここに来んじゃね
話があるんだサチオもう一度俺と一緒に戦ってくれ
Yeah
お前がメガロボックスを教えてほしいと言ってきた時俺は理由を聞かなかったそれが何であれお前の生きる支えになればいいと思ったからだでもなサチオお前はジョーにはなれないお前にはお前の生きる道がある
Yeah
お前が勝ったら俺は出ていくここへは二度と戻らない
Wow
けど俺が勝ったらお前はリングを降りろ
Oh
やってやるよ
Shit
Oh my god
Yep.
Gearless too Wow, his feet are all off. Yep. Jeez. Oh, Sachio, come on. Yep.
もうやめようサチオ
ふざけんな
Oh.
まだ終わってねえだろ
Okay.
勝手なことばっか言ってんじゃね
勝手だよ全部俺が勝手にやったことだあの時リュウとの試合を決めたこともお前らを置き去りにして逃げたこともだからお前のせいじゃない
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
俺たちはずっとあいつの夢にかけてきた。だから家族になれたんだ。お前と同じであいつもみんなを守り。
Yeah.
あんたはもう家族じゃねえ。俺たちの前から消えてくれ。なんで言っちまったんだよ。
Yeah, he hugs him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
帰ろうサチオ
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, the episode's not over. Okay.
世話の焼けるガキだ
Yeah, got him off your
the roster.
Your roster, yeah.
届けといたぜなんでさ
Cool. The little bit he could do.
もう大丈夫。一人で歩けるよ。
Yeah.
そうか
Okay. Oh shit.
What?
Joe! Oi, Joe!
Oh, just the act of fighting in that context, maybe
I guess.
like hit him like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, we'll see. Because there's a lot of unresolved stuff from the past that could be forcing its way up to the surface now.
Right.
Oh,
well, that episode was a heart wrencher.
That was a heart wrencher.
Oh,
the
boy.
music was just
the music was excellent.
It felt like they gave us like 2 new tracks, or they gave us 2 old tracks even.
Right.
Like, to hear them again after a long time since like season 1 or something. Because I definitely recognized one of them, and the other one felt vaguely familiar from episode 1. But again, I'm not an audiophile, so I didn't.
Right, but okay.
But the callbacks to season 1, the
callbacks
stuff about
were wonderful. I loved those.
Edison and Yuri.
Yeah, we had a lot of conversations this episode that were incredibly tense and meaningful.
And efficient and quick.
But yeah, efficient and quick. And then we also had Sachio and Joe fighting, which was efficient and quick.
And painful. The idea that Sachio is so holding on to this false vision of himself that he will fight here. It feels kind of painfully familiar to a lot of the things that have been going on with pretty much every fight since the Edison, Liu, Joe exhibition match. Is that Joe wasn't doing the match for money, if you
Right.
will. He was doing it to prove something. There was an ego behind it. And now here, Sachio's not doing this for money.
Nope.
He's doing this for ego.
Yeah.
He needs to hold on to this for himself to be able to stay, even his fragile self, collected together.
Yeah.
And I love that now Mac, who is in this situation where he's being like Chief, where he's wanting to dream the dream that you gave me all that time ago.
Yeah, that's
a form of holding on to a fantasy.
Sure.
A thing of where Mac might be doing this fight not actually for what the dream is, but for something slightly else.
Well, in a lot of ways,
see,
what do we have if not our dreams, right? Who can say in the moment whether we're clinging to them out of foolishness or out of, determination, right? Like you kind of have to let it all shake down and see where the dust settles.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love the connection that they make between Mac and Chief, because that's any callbacks to Chief I'm going to be a fan of, right?
Yes, Chief is an amazing character.
Chief's an amazing character. That arc was a fantastic arc to set up the whole rest of the season. This season could not have happened without that first arc, right?
That arc was incredible.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
And it would be very easy for it to fade into the background, right?
Yes, because it was a setup session.
Because it was a setup arc, right?
Yeah.
But then also to make it feel like it had specific importance, not just in Joe's journey, but no. We are the show is setting us up for the kind of person that we're going to be facing at the end, right? Even if it's not actually Chief, even if he's not around anymore because he died, right?
Sure.
And so I love that as a reason for Joe to accept this match, because on paper there isn't too much of the usual stuff, because Joe and them, they don't actually know that there's a problem with the chip and things like that, right?
True.
That's something that's going on in the background, but that doesn't give them a reason to do this fight, right?
Nope.
Like even when Mac was talking about how he kind of felt bad about it, Joe's like, hey, no, it was in the ring. Yeah. That's like, we live a dangerous life, right? Like he knew the risks. That was a part of it, Yeah. And so, I'm really looking forward to see how this fight goes, because it's about so much more than the fight.
It is, yeah. And as Team Nowhere gets back together, we're getting everybody back in on this. We have Edison basically signing up Yuri for him, of being like, whoa.
Hold on now.
Don't make this as if you chose me, dude. I chose you.
Yeah.
I came to you and said, teach me what true megaloboxing is. Just like
Don't
Joe
take
did.
that away from me.
Don't take that away from me. Right.
Yeah.
So Joe needs you.
Yep.
I loved the way they cut from that to Sachio. And even though Joe didn't immediately show up with Sachio there, we had that wonderful bit with Fujimaki kind of being like,
that was great.
I'm going to call you out on your bullshit about this being for money, because I could just give it to you right now.
Yeah.
And that being the setup for where he says at the end of the episode that, hey, Nambu, I got your kid where he needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And pours one out for both of them. I was just like, that was
so
good.
That was awesome.
Now, Yuri will be in the corner with Aragaki, with the kids, with Sachio,
Everybody
with the spirit
is
of
coming together
Nambu
for
alongside him with them. And instead of him being some chastising, bastardized version of Joe's trauma psyche, it's going to be something where he's going to be right there just cheering him on. It's I'm excited for this shit. And yet Joe collapsed.
Yeah, as if he didn't have
from
enough.
a tremor. His hand started to have a bit of a tremor in it. It feels like an essence of when he was dealing with withdrawal from drugs.
Right.
So it probably is something tied to that trauma.
And yet, I thought he had figured that out.
Yeah, so it's probably not drugs related in the literal sense.
But then there's also the whole thing of, him facing Sachio, he clearly wasn't happy to do it.
He was not excited about that.
So absolutely it would take an emotional toll, but a physical one, I mean, theoretically, but...
That's why I think it's a mental one.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can get so overwhelmed with the mental burden of something that you've done that your body shuts down as it's like, whoa.
Yeah, we can't process this.
We can't process this. We don't have really a grid for what's going on right here. Mm-hmm. I need you to take some rest, basically, and sleep.
Yep. But that is a complication that Joe did not need on top of the whole idea of fighting Mac, because again, probably wasn't even in shape really to face Liu. And
Nope, not at all.
Mac nearly killed Liu.
Yeah, Mac, thankfully, will be... okay. Obviously, Edison was prepared for Mac time, right? But the point that Edison made about it didn't matter whether or not I was prepared for it. Once I was in it, I was done.
Yeah.
So, Joe, remember, do not underestimate him. This is something where you cannot take this Mac time thing lightly. It will kill you.
Right.
Because Edison is, I think, going to be even more... Even they're giving him 2 months. 2 months is plenty of time for Joe to put on some mean muscle.
Yep.
To put on, like, if he chows a ton of food and
Sure.
he goes to work.
But 2 months is not actually that long.
No.
That is...
No. He needs
like that.
8 months realistically.
Right, because the thing is that
6 months to do all the work and body training, and then
right.
2 months to mentally prepare for it.
2 months. 2 months makes a lot. Now, granted, this is an exhibition match, right?
Yes.
But 2 months is like the kind of time that I would expect you would have as preparation for like a big match like this, when the people are both already in the game.
Yeah,
right.
We're fighting one match every like 4 to 8 months or something like that.
Yeah, or even if it was more than that, right? If it's like this is a super important one, so we're gonna take some extra time for this one, right?
Right.
But Joe has been out of the game for a very long time.
Yeah.
Right? He's dipped his toes back in here and there, but no. So 2 months in order to completely get back in the swing of things, that is nothing.
Yeah. Oh, on the Shirato Roscoe side of things, I refuse to say his name Sakuma.
No.
Yeah. Mick bastard.
Yeah.
The fact that he timed the announcement of them making
with the thesis
court of sorts towards Joe when the thesis came out, basically saying that we just tried to drum up a story really quick to get a bunch of people's eyes this direction.
It's not an official thing yet. Yeah, because we need it to be right now.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the whole thing of the his secretary going back to the school where Mikio is.
He did tell her to do.
He did tell her to do, right?
Basically go threaten him.
Yep. And I loved that scene. Like that
was so cool.
Because I'm still holding out hope basically that she'll be the one that will cause it to come to light.
I agree,
because most of the cast isn't even aware that that's a plot conflict right now.
Right. Yukiko could let it go to Yuri, which then Yuri could let it go to Joe.
Right.
So it's very easy to where the info could get passed around rather quickly.
But even then, they don't actually have concrete data themselves.
Yes.
It's more of suspicions and things like that,
Oh
right?
my god.
So,
that's why one of the kids is now a newspaper journalist. They're setting it up to where he can drop the story of the hard evidence,
Sure, I love it. But like, that's something
he's the only newspaper. Sorry. He's the only newspaper person that would actually have the balls to do it.
Yeah.
Because everyone else would be like, no, we don't want to have this shit. And then they're like, what is this newspaper? Who is this? It's some freelancer that runs this. They're not even actually the owner of the newspaper. They just do articles in this newspaper specifically. Bury this kid. It's like, they're kids, sir. Like, what are you?
Did
what
I
are you afraid
stutter?
Of?
Yeah.
They obviously don't have anything real on us. It's like,
But like, having it be something where she knew him personally because she used to go to the school, right? And the way that she brings up all the stuff to bear that, of course she's going to, right?
Yep.
We'll take legal action, all of this stuff.
Yep.
Oh, it read like a sci-fi novel. It's like wonderfully dismissive and belittling and, and all that stuff, right? But then he turns her own words from back then against her.
when she was a student.
When she was a student, which I love because it's something where I don't know.
It's super convenient, but it's really powerful in that it's like, oh, what changed?
Yeah, right.
What happened?
And it's something that she wouldn't reasonably have prepared for because that's from 5 years ago. She probably might not even remember that she said it, and she certainly wouldn't expect some professor in a class of 50 people to remember something from 5 years ago, right? No. But maybe she made an impression.
Yeah, maybe there's something about dreams that we shouldn't let die just because you hadn't encountered the real world yet. The idea that she kind of is like, well, I'm an optimist. I think things can only get better. It's like, okay. Cool.
Right.
Cool. Tell me how what you're doing here with this will make things better.
Right. Isn't admitting mistakes, even if you're stopping because you made a mistake? I mean, that sounds like progress. If you were going in a bad direction, and you stop going in a bad direction.
Yeah.
That's progress.
Yeah, true. The idea that at the board meeting when they were like, our stock will go down 50%. It's like, sir, if we get caught up in some kind of legal issue, our stock could go down to 0%. Right. Wouldn't 50% be better than that then?
Yeah. And they did bring up the whole thing of, hey, by the way, the stunt you pulled before, because you have done this before.
Yes.
That actually probably would have destroyed us and sunk us, if not for the fact that they stepped in and helped. So, you know, respectfully, ma'am, we don't want to listen to you on this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know, we got lucky last time, right?
Right. So they need hard evidence, and that's the kind of thing where they don't really have that right now. Outside of, well, in a lot of ways, if they fight Mac, if Joe and all them basically have fight with Mac, Mac could end up in a situation where something bad happens, or he chooses to let something basically come out from all this.
Yeah, who knows?
One of the things that's been really kind of painful to kind of see from like kind of little bits of stuff here and there is you can tell that this is wearing on his wife.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
A lot. And it's the whole thing of where, given that Mac is, kind of keeping all this in secret, but they seemed to slip also a little extra detail in there. Don't think I would miss this show. The idea that his son is a bit of a miracle child, which sounds very similar to the idea that he had a miraculous comeback as well. So maybe there's some aspect of where they feel slightly indebted to the company.
Yep.
Because maybe they saved their boy or something.
Right, yeah. Yeah, in addition to just giving Mac his life back. Yep.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, I could totally see that. And it's the thing where, like, there isn't really any hard evidence out there other than, like, unless either the secretary says, hey, he's having me doctor the reports.
Yep.
Or if Mac starts talking to other people and saying, hey, I'm having lapses in my memory.
Issues,
I'm having something where,
simple interview with him talking about that would do the whole thing there.
I randomly go feral basically and start, eating food off the ground and whatnot because a sound, I heard a sound that sounded like the bell of a match.
Yeah,
right.
It's the kind of thing where Roscoe could absolutely distance themselves from this and throw it all as hearsay, and basically they wouldn't get in trouble really for it. All they would probably do is basically be like, well, this is an unfortunate side effect, and they probably would take a bit of a hit in their products, viability, but they wouldn't get into any kind of legal issue necessarily.
Sure, right. It's the profit that would be lost, and maybe the expenses they put into it that would not turn in an investment.
Right, but they would just try again.
But yeah, the business wouldn't go under because of that.
Yeah, they wouldn't even have, I would say, any kind of serious issues. So I'm really hoping that all the pieces come together around this fight. And given that there's still 3 episodes left in the show, I think we could see a bit more build up towards the fight. And then the fight takes place in the second to last episode, so 2 episodes from now.
Yeah,
and then we get an episode afterwards for
to maybe wrap up the fight and epilogue. Yeah, I could totally see that. And then we have one episode, or the next episode, that's like a training, prep for everything, all that.
The 2 months, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
But all right, this was really, really, really emotional and really strong stuff. And this is a different show from Megalo.
It really is.
1.
Like the fact that this season is this good, it still blows me away.
Yeah.
Even though we've had now 10 episodes of it.
All right. Aragaki, you're a great guy too. I loved your moments in this episode. And I think that's it. But Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.